sodium nitrate NaNO3 will decompose into sodium nitrate NaNO2 plus oxygen. But you can forget the equilibrium of equation. Copper sulfate salt decomposes into copper oxide and sulfur trioxide gas. Another question incomplete. The changing of magnesium into magnesium ion is considered as process, while the changing of oxygen ion or oxide into oxygen is considered as a process. Again, the changing of magnesium into magnesium ion is considered oxidation because the magnesium loses 2 electrons in chemical reaction, while the changing of oxygen ion into oxygen is considered reduction process. Again, oxidation is a process in element. It is a process when element lose electron or more, but reduction process, it is the process when ion or non-metal gain 2 electrons. The reaction of salt solution together is considered as, again, the reaction of salt solution together is considered as double substitution reaction. Double substitution reaction, there are 3 types of double substitution. From this type is the reaction between 2 salt solutions. In the following reaction, hydrogen pass into copper oxide. It will produce hydrogen water vapor and copper as a red precipitate. Again, in the following reaction, hydrogen pass copper oxide give or produce water vapor and copper as a red precipitate. Hydrogen gas is considered as, while copper oxide is considered as. Hydrogen considered as a reducing agent because it take oxygen after reaction, while copper oxide gave oxygen, so is considered as oxidizing agent. 2Na sodium in water will produce, again, sodium. If you put a piece of sodium in water, it produces sodium hydroxide or hydroxide of metal. So if we react between metal and water, but active metal as sodium or potassium, it will produce hydroxide of metal as a sodium hydroxide and heat. So sodium in water gave sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas with heat. Sodium carbonate solution with another compound as acids like hydrochloric acid, it will produce sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Again, in this equation, the reaction between sodium carbonate solution and hydrochloric acid or diluted hydrochloric acid, it will produce sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Some reaction occur in a short time, such as firework. Again, some reaction occur in a short time, such as firework. The speed of chemical reaction is measured by the rate of disappearance of what? Or the rate of appearance of what? The speed of chemical reaction is measured by the rate of disappearance of the reactant or the rate of appearance of the product. The reaction between is faster than the reaction between. In this question, we can say the reaction between ion is faster than the reaction between molecule. The catalyst with the reactant and from the product at the end of the reaction. The catalyst combine with reactant and separates from the product at the end of the reaction. Another question in our general revision shows the correct answer. Metal doesn't replace the hydrogen of the diluted acid. Magnesium, silver, zinc, or iron. Again, we will search weak metal. Metal doesn't replace the hydrogen of the diluted acids. The correct answer is silver, because silver is weak than hydrogen. Which of the following substance doesn't produce black product? HGO, mercury, copper hydroxide, copper sulfate, copper carbonate. Which of the following substance doesn't produce black product? As we studied that the compound of copper, when we heat a compound of a copper, it will produce black product. So the correct answer is mercury or red mercury. Active metal replace the hydrogen of the water and produce metal oxide, metal hydroxide, metal carbonate, or metal sulfate. Again, active metals replace the hydrogen of the water and produce metal hydroxide. As example, if we put sodium to water, sodium will replace hydrogen in water and give sodium hydroxide. In the oxidation reduction reaction, the number of lost electrons or the gained electron. Again, in the oxidation reduction reaction, the number of the lost electrons are more than, less than, or equal to. The correct answer is equal to. When potassium reacts with diluted hydrochloric acid, hydrogen gas evolves and salt is formed. Again, when potassium reacts with diluted hydrochloric acid, hydrogen gas evolves and potassium nitrate or potassium sulfate, potassium chloride, or potassium hydroxide. The correct answer is potassium chloride salt is formed. K plus 2HCl will produce KCl2 plus H2. Oxidation and reduction are concurrent or separated or no correct answer. Again, oxidation and reduction are concurrent, separated, or no correct answer process. Due to the number of electron gain equal the number of electron loss, so the oxidation and reduction are concurrent process. Both true or false with correction. Substance that produce from the chemical reaction is the same substance that enter in. Again, substance that produce from the chemical reaction is the same substance that enter in. It is the correct, wrong answer, wrong statement, because in chemical reaction, the compound as a reactant, it change into a compound as a product. Red mercury oxide decomposed by heat into silver color precipitate in the tube. Again, red mercury oxide, HGO. As we said, you can write the symbol of a compound. HGO will decompose by heat into Hg as a mercury with silver color, so this statement is correct. Non-metal are arranged descending according to their chemical activity series. This statement is wrong because metal are arranged descending according to their chemical activity series. Neutralization is the reaction of acid and base to form salt only. Again, neutralization reaction is the reaction of acid and base to form salt only. It is a wrong statement because neutralization produces salt and water. Hydrogen gas evolves when sodium reacts with water. Again, hydrogen gas evolves when sodium reacts with water. It is the correct statement. Copper is more active than magnesium in activity series. Again, copper is more active than magnesium. It is a wrong statement because the magnesium in the front of chemical activity series. Decreasing the percentage of hydrogen in the matter is the result of oxidation process. Again, decreasing the percentage of hydrogen in the matter is the result of oxidation process. It is a correct answer. Or increasing of the percentage of oxygen in matter is a correct statement also. The reaction between chlorine and sodium include oxidation and reduction process. Again, the reaction between chlorine as non-metal and sodium as a metal include oxidation and reduction process. It is a correct answer or correct statement. Oxidation and reduction are concurrent process. Correct statement, as we said in a complete question. The reaction between oil and caustic soda takes long time. Again, the reaction between oil and caustic soda takes long time. It is a correct statement because the oil is a covalent compound, not ion or not ionic compound. The speed of chemical reaction increases when the concentration of the reactant decreases. Again, the speed of chemical reaction increases when the concentration of the reactant decreases. It is a wrong statement because the speed of chemical reaction increases with increasing of concentration of reactant because or due to the increasing of collision between molecules. The catalyst decreases the energy need for the reaction. Again, the catalyst decreases the energy needed for the reaction. It is a correct statement because it is a property of a catalyst. Oxidize enzyme in the sweet potato speeds up the breaking of hydrogen peroxide. Again, oxidize enzyme in the sweet potato speeds up the breaking of hydrogen peroxide. It is the correct statement because oxidize enzyme act as MnO2 or manganese dioxide. The third question is write the scientific term. It is the breaking of bond in reactant and formation new bond in product molecule. It is a chemical reaction. Definition. They are chemical substances produced by the body, act as a catalyst that increases speed of biological reaction. Again, they are chemical substances produced by the body, act as a catalyst that increases speed of biological reaction. It is enzymes. The substance which take oxygen away or give hydrogen during a chemical reaction. The substance which takes oxygen away or give hydrogen during a chemical reaction is a reducing agent as a hydrogen. They are reaction involve breaking of compound by heat into its simple compound or element. Again, they are reaction involve breaking of a compound by heat into its simple compound or element. It is a thermal decomposition reaction. Reaction which depend on activity of metal, where element which is more active substitute or replace less active one in its compound. It is a substitution reaction. Is the change in the concentration of reactant and product in a unit of time. Is the change in the concentration of reactant and product in a unit of time. It is the speed of chemical reaction or rate of chemical reaction. Chemical process where atom lose electron or more. Again, chemical process where atom lose electron or more. In this scientific term, you can confuse between oxidation or reduction. We will think about metal lose electron, so it is oxidation because metal is reducing agent. Arrangement of the metal in a descending order according to degree of their chemical activity is a chemical activity series. The last or the fourth question in our lesson today gave reason. Zinc react with the diluted hydrochloric acid while copper doesn't with the same acid. Again, zinc react with the diluted hydrochloric acid. We can write the equation Zn plus 2HCl. It will produce zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus hydrogen. But copper doesn't with the same acid, doesn't react with the same acid because zinc more active than hydrogen, but copper is less active. A white precipitate is formed when silver nitrate solution AgNO3, as we said, you should write the symbol of a compound, silver nitrate AgNO3, is added to sodium chloride solution, NaCl plus AgNO3 will produce NaNO3 sodium nitrate and silver chloride as a white precipitate. So the answer, due the formation of silver chloride as a white precipitate. A black substance is formed by the heating of green copper carbonate. Green copper carbonate, as we see, CuCO3, give CuO as a black precipitate and carbon dioxide evolved. So, due to the decomposition of copper carbonate and formation of copper oxide. Double substitution reaction don't contain oxidation and reduction. This is an important question. Double substitution reaction don't contain oxidation and reduction because there is no electron transfer in this reaction. Again, because there is no electron transfer in this reaction. Mass of sodium nitrate decreases by heating. Sodium nitrate NaNO3 will decrease by heating due to decomposition and the exit of oxygen from the tube. The speed of chemical reaction increase when the concentration of the reactant increase, because as concentration of the reactant increase, more collision between molecules take place and therefore the rate or the speed of reaction increase. Importance of enzyme: help in breathe, move and digest food and increase speed of reaction inside body. Again, importance of enzyme: help in breathe, move and digest food and increase speed or reaction inside our body. The reaction between ionic compound is faster than reaction between covalent compound. This is the important question also. The reaction between ionic compound is faster than reaction between covalent compound. Why? Because the covalent compound react slowly, they don't break into ion but molecule. Again, because the covalent compound don't break into ion but it react by molecule. In the case of ionic compound, it react faster because they break into ion. General question as a last question in our lesson: how can you get copper from copper sulfate? With two different ways. Again, how can you get copper from copper sulfate? With two different ways. You should write the copper sulfate symbol. Copper sulfate, CuSO4. We want to get copper from this compound CuSO4 with two different ways. The first way, by heating CuSO4 copper sulfate. If you heat copper sulfate, it will produce copper oxide and sulfur trioxide evolve. Then, when you pass hydrogen gas, copper oxide, it will produce water vapor and copper. This is the first way. Another way, Zn plus copper sulfate solution, because the zinc is more active than copper, it will replace copper in this solution, will produce zinc sulfate and copper. In the following figure, answer. The two boxes are equal in their volume. Again, the two boxes are equal in their volume. Box 1 contains less amount of oxygen than box 2. Box 1 contains less amount of oxygen than box 2. In which box does the aluminum burn quickly and why? Again, in which box does the aluminum burn quickly and why? Aluminum react faster in case 2 as concentration of reactant increase. Oxygen concentration is more than the box 1. More collision between molecules take place and therefore the rate or speed of reaction increase. Again, aluminum react faster in case 2 because the more collision between molecules take place and therefore the rate or speed of reaction increase. Dear student, I hope to enjoy your time with us. Try to answer the question of general revision in our main school book. Till we meet you again, goodbye and good luck everybody.